Isfahan, half the world. With its historic centre, this oasis city situated on the banks of the Zayandeh Rud River is a gem of ancient Persia and one of the most beautiful cities in the Islamic world. The Safavid Bridge was built in 1602 at the command of Shah Abbas. It is 360 meters long, 14 meters wide, and has 33 arches. The captivating and atmospheric Friday Mosque attracts many visitors throughout the year. In the center of the historic city center is the modest Pillar Halls Mosque, which is thought to have been built above a fire temple. In around 1087, Seljuk vizier Nizam Ol-Molk had the Pillar Hall and its many small brick domes completed. Due to a fire lit by the assassins in 1121 AD, the original mosque was destroyed. Close by is a magnificent mausoleum located above the tombs of two of the Prophet's descendants, Ibrahim Bata and Zayn al-Abidin. A place of worship. Lush flowering gardens with ponds welcome travelers following their strenuous caravan journeys, with garden palaces such as Kak el Chichil Sotun. Dignitaries visiting the reception hall of the Safavid entered through the open throne hall and mirrored Iran. The main hall contains huge, colourful murals that depict court scenes as well as a battle against the Uzbeks and a military expedition. An audience with the Shah in Isfahan was always a major event. In the Nightingale Garden is the Hasht Besht Pavilion, the palace of 8 paradises, which was used as a harem. On 3 sides, the facades are interrupted by terraces with tall columns. And around the central hall, there are 8 rooms on 2 floors. Believed to have been occupied by the Shah's favourite 8 wives. Following the death of Shah Abbas, around 30,000 Christian Armenians settled in the Julfa district, where they built the Savior Cathedral. Its interior features the history of the Christianization of Armenia that is depicted on several illustrated panels created by the Holy Gregor. It is an unusual domed building with Persian, Byzantine and European architectural influences. There's a monastery with commemorative plaques and gravestones. A special attraction is the admirable Kasha Bridge, most beautiful in the city, 132 meters long, 12 meters wide, and with 23 arches. Even today, people gather here just as once did the Shah and his royal entourage. The flow of water through the sluice gates is a fascinating sight. The grandeur of Islamic architecture is reflected in Imam Square, the central square of the Safavid Era, known as the image of the world. It is 7 times larger than the Piazza San Marco in Venice. In its center, flowers, lawns, shrubs, and a large pool with fountains. To the south, the square is lined by a domed structure which for some years has been known as the Imam Khomeini Mosque, perfectly aligned toward Mecca. It is of breathtaking proportions and contains the oriental splendor of precious 7-colored glazed haftarang tiles. They depict flowers and a floral star canopy. However, Shah Abbas did not live to see its completion. The Ali Kapı Gate Palace is located in the middle of the western side of Maidan. Access to the palace complex is at the rear. Its canopy, supported by various columns, artistic stucco and inlay work, adorn a grandstand from where the king surveyed athletic events and parades. Opposite is the Lotfolla Mosque, whose dome, despite its modest dimensions, is a masterpiece. It is possibly the most perfect faience dome in the world, both in color and pattern design. It's a popular attraction. The pageantry portal in the north of the square leads to the Cazarea, the Imperial Bazaar. One of the biggest in the world. In addition to merchants, there are also traditional craftsmen at work, such as fabric printers. Coppersmiths work next to zealous spice merchants and jewelry designers who show off their work with pride. With fruit merchants next to cloth merchants. The great Achaemenid kings much appreciated the charms of this river settlement 2,500 years ago, and so made it their home. Isfahan possessed many mosques and caravanserais. Since 1979, the Abbasi family has owned the most beautiful hotel in Iran. A traditional place to stay as in the past. And even today, the magnificent Safavid furnishings bring the fantasy of the 1001 Nights to life. Isfahan is an architectural work of art, 2,500 years in construction, and today, one of the most beautiful cities in the world.